Hey, somebody text Lehman, tell him that I brought the tuba down. He went back to the school with Reese to get his baritone. Like that. So.
Oh, they brought the whole thing.
Hey, who's texting Liam? It's important. Are you guys? Are you? Good. You guys can go to my truck. Look for it. It's not going to be there. Save him time.
That is so smart. There's one of
You don't want to see one.
Can you pass?
Hey, trombones. You guys have the baritone or tuba music? The staff? Right here.
I just stood right here. Okay. Plug it over there.
Here we go. Concert A. Go ahead. Concert A.
Okay, at some point you guys need to turn around and look this way. Please remain standing for the presentation of the national anthem sung by our senior choir students.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Hit it. Hey, let's have a nice round of applause for Mr. Rob Loveridge and the Helena High School Band and Miss Molly Steele and the senior choir members. We welcome all of you for the presentation of the class of 2019. At this time, I would like to introduce the members on stage with me today. To my right to left, Mr. Luke Miskevich, School Board Chair, Helena High School alum. Miss Sarah Sullivan, School Board member and Helena High School alum. Miss Libby Goldies, Helena School Board. Mr. John McEwen, new School Board member. Mr. Terry Beaver, Helena High School graduate, Helena High School teacher, probably built the building, and today's keynote speaker. The guy with the already sunburned head, Mr. Willard Donald Schlepp, assistant principal. Miss Stephanie Tennis, Mr. Josh McKay, assistant superintendent of schools, and Dr. Tyler Ream, 6'8", superintendent of schools, and I should have rethunk the seating arrangement here on stage. Marshall Price, wherever you're at, put your slingshot away. Hello, my name is Steve, and I am blessed to be the principal at Helena High School, a 30-year veteran teacher, administrator at Helena High, and today an even more important role as a parent of the other love of my life, Maria Grace, which also presents its own challenges. As my wife and my mom are intently watching today, hello, Mom. If I screw this thing up, she's going to let me know about it. I'm an emotional guy anyway, so bear with me as I try to choke my way through this speech today. Today is always a bittersweet day anyway when we say goodbye to another great group of seniors. I've said this over and over again to parents, and this may nauseate some of you students, but I would keep all of you for another 4 years. This is the part of our program where I go into sentimental things about my daughter, but based on her high school attendance, I'm guessing she's probably not here yet. She did make it? Okay, sorry, sis. Heard the other day at Montana City School during the grad walk, Miss Lorelei Keith, as we were walking through, and she said to her friend and classmate, "Remember when the tire swing was removed and we thought it was the end of the world?" In a related story, I have to say the silver gowns look pretty sharp. And we will look back and say, remember when some thought that this was the end of the world? And the way my mind works, maybe it's time to consider a mascot name change to the Helena High Silverfish. I think I can speak for anyone that has to share any words at a graduation speech now after Robert H. Smith. You know, the graduation speaker at Morehouse graduation, the guy who said during his speech that he will pay off everyone's student loan. I want everyone to be clear, I will not. I can't afford to give each of you a Starbucks card. Can you imagine the candidates next year when they make that call? We would like you to speak at Morehouse graduation. Sure. Did Robert H. Smith speak last year? Yes. Nope, I'm out. It is heartwarming to see so many people in attendance to celebrate the graduation of the true mayor of Helena High School, Mr. Tanner Davis. Geez, is Ferris here? He is Ferris Bueller and I am Mr. Ed Rooney. And life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. I love to quote Academy Award-winning films like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and some pretty fantastic wisdom in those words. If you don't understand the reference to the movie, I can't help you. Tanner Davis, did you bring your chapstick? Is Karen still breathing? So let's talk about what this day is all about. What can we glean from our experiences with the class of 2019? This is my 7th address to a graduating class. And people ask me if this gets old or routine, and it absolutely does not. Every class has a uniqueness to it, and I love this day and I love this place. Just like this class, there is a uniqueness to this place and this school. I'm not sure what it is. Is it because we are the original high school in the state of Montana? Is it because we have a great mix of HMS, EVMS, Montana City, Clancy, and CR students? Is it because we boast NFL football players, state and U.S. senators, governors, and current presidential hopefuls, music talent, TV personalities, film directors, authors, scientists? Personally, I think it's simply because Helena High boasts some of the absolute most amazing kids you'll ever encounter. And they are far more talented than most of us that are sitting in the stands today. Yeah, give them a round of applause. I hope you listened to their speech today. The valedictorians have put together a great speech. I get to preview the speech every year before, and their wisdom on this world is truly amazing. Each and every class has had its own uniqueness, and this group is no exception. Uniqueness, the quality of being the only one of its kind. I have been honored and blessed to grow up with you, and thank you for letting me join your ride. So who are these amazing kids? I have the best seat in the house, surrounded by greatness every day. And in case you missed it, here are just a few of the accomplishments. Our Donovan Award winners, Connor Mergel and Jamie Pickens. In honor of Helena High School alum Pat Donovan, it recognizes athletics, academics, citizenship, and leadership. With all that they have accomplished, these two are even better people. National Merit semifinalists and presidential semifinalists, Elena Skibicki, Ben Reese Roncalli, Aiden Morris, Sonia Sievertson, Aurora Botin. National Speech and Debate Qualifier, Daniel Ruther Afor. Amazing artistic ability displayed at Youth Electrum every year by our students, and this year's winner, Dustin Powell. Our students that chose to join the military and are going to have a really short summer after this, those students that have signed up to join the military, would you please stand for a round of applause? Thank you. With leadership, Aurora Boutine, our school board rep, and Rachel Jakovac, our student body president. These two young ladies will have a great impact on their communities. The amazing musical talent of a Sonia Sievertson, a Jasmine Wilkerson, but quite frankly, I do have to admit, with Sonia, I question a little bit your decision-making ability when during an assembly this year, you asked me to hold what appeared to be a really expensive instrument. I played defensive tackle in high school and college. They move people there because we can't catch or hang on to things. Our Northwest choirs and orchestras, I would put their talent and ability up against anybody in the country. And those of you that heard the latest version of Bohemian Rhapsody were blown away. State championships, a 3-time state championship women's basketball team. A rare feat in the state of Montana, but a team with a mix of athletes that played the game the way it is supposed to be played, and they never doubted one another. Along the way, I never knew years ago that I was going to grow up next door to, a 2-time defending Gatorade Player of the Year in Jamie Pickens. Jam, you are an overgrown little kid, and I hope you carry that joy in your heart with you to your future challenges at U of M. The focus and determination of a Devin Crawford, as he left no doubt. He was the state champion 160-pound wrestler. The steady leadership of a Vanessa Walsh, basketball, volleyball, softball. She is the epitome of a leader, and we all saw that way back in little kid travel sports. The Spirit of Community Service Award winner for the state of Montana, Mr. Trevin Maharg, recognizing his commitment to service of others in this community. The scientific curiosity of a Morgan Oy, a Janelle Swanson, a Celia Quintana, or a Carson Putnam. Ariana Kent and her talented theatrical performances. Korth. Hey, girl. Think about it, there really are only a handful of people in this world that have a single name. Sting, Madonna, Drake, Pele, Cher, Pink, Bono, Korth. I think you have arrived. These are just a handful of accomplishments that I have been fortunate to witness this past several years, and we can leave here today knowing that our world will be a better place when we release these kids. And I think the world really needs you right now. Besides the great accomplishments, the reality is what I will really miss is a simple act of seeing all of you in the hallway. Especially those kids that were just praying, oh, please God, don't see me, don't say hi to me, don't yell my name down the hallway. Right, Holman? So let's get on with what today is all about. Advice, motivation. I think it's about reflecting on where we have been and where we are going. And I learned so much growing up with you. I hope you take time to reflect on the people that helped you along the way. Some of you, I think, didn't want to graduate. We drug you across the finish line kicking and screaming. Your coaches, your secretaries, your counselors, your teachers, now you are done with us, and you have all developed this linear progression to success. We, like you, sat in these same seats. We knew what the future held for us, and we were going to kick some. But then came reality, and you need to be ready for the same reality. Not that life is tough, or the tough survive, or any of that other scary BS. Simply understand that life is exactly what happens when you make plans. Life will be a series of highs and lows, and times that none of us planned for. As an example, we and you all had our careers planned, which, let's face it, is really cute because you've been exposed to like 9 career choices in Helena, Montana. Those things will change, so embrace it. You are well equipped to handle the adjustments, and as parents, we can all remember sitting right where you are at now, a whole range of emotions, excitement, anticipation, gratitude, indifference, anxiety, just trying to get to those next steps in this thing called life, all thinking we had the perfect plan. Plans are funny, aren't they? Just wait, your plan will get interrupted. So let's talk about that well-planned life for a second, and I say it every year. Life is a country music song. Country rap is always wrong and bad, but life is a country music song, and in the words of Garth Brooks, thank God for unanswered prayers. I know I am so grateful for the miracle that is my daughter that came as a result of an unanswered prayer. While you are focused on the prize and the end result, don't ignore the gifts and miracles that fall into your laps unexpectedly. Today, graduation, this landmark in your life, a small moment of your life, gives all the parents cause to reflect on the moments that got you to this point. We all dug out the pictures and replayed those memories the last couple of weeks. And I hope those memories touched on all the emotions that you have experienced with your kids. That moment when your child reaches up and grabs your hand as they walk alongside of you, and you never want to let go. The drop-off at Gail's daycare, where arranged marriages with Connor Mergel may or may not have been discussed. Sorry, Connor, probably an awkward time to bring that up. And sorry, Maria, I'm sure I'm going to hear about this at home. Mac Johnson told me once that there isn't one of us that wouldn't trade anything to go back and coach our kids one more day when they were 5 years old. Days that we wish we could freeze in time, and nobody can deny that. What Mac is denying is that I was once 6 for 6 from the free throw line in a middle school basketball game. So I think it's a good time for me to stop speaking of Mac Johnson. I will say this, Johnsons, from your first son to AJ today, you've raised truly amazing young men. Princess parties and finger polish, convincing your dad you could paint his toes, gritting our teeth as parents, and making it through things like Cheetah Girls, Twilight, Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Hannah Montana, and Monsters, Inc. When you wanted to dress up in high heels and be a princess, playing softball and demanding that your ball, glove, and bat be pink. Sleepovers, parent-teacher conferences, winter concerts, travel sports tournaments, middle school dances, and high school. As parents, we were with you when they hit the times in your life where you felt you had lost your way. And we felt helpless when we couldn't simply put the Band-Aid on a scraped knee and make it better. Our insecurities as parents and vulnerabilities as parents, the same as yours. How important was it to hear your teacher tell you that they understood the feeling of being the green apple in a bushel of reds, and that it was going to be okay. Already in your lives, so many experiences and so many incredible memories, even the rough and not so pleasant memories, help mold you into the person and direction you are headed. We cruise through to this day in the blink of an eye, and we share in every bit of your excitement and anticipation. But today is a day that your parents all realized went entirely too fast. Right, Mom and Dad? So if we get a little sentimental today, give us that. There are times when we so desperately try to dig our heels in and make it slow down, to grab the rail and hang on, and slow down for one last middle school conversation, one more reading of Goodnight Moon, one more day of you learning how to ride a bike, shoot a free throw, teach you how to drive, until the realization sets in that we can't go back again, and you're bigger now. Things aren't going to slow down, so we just try to take it all in, take comfort in the fact that you have all grown into such amazing, unique humans, and along the way, we will still always be here for you, to hold your hand, and support you as you continue to move on. It is time to turn the page. You are ready, and all of your next adventures and challenges are out there waiting for you. You don't even see them yet, which is so exciting. So go get them. Leave here today knowing that you are absolutely the best part of us as parents and as educators. To Squad, Jam, Tehu, KDJ, Madison, Coos, Sis, for the last time as high schoolers, peace out. Uniqueness, the quality of being particularly remarkable or special. Remember, class of 2019, be bold, be brave, be Bengals. We love you. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Tyler Ream.
Good afternoon. Not sure what kind of pull I have in that regard, but next year, I don't follow Steve Tennis. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and every educator, every employee serving in the Helena Public Schools, I want to say welcome. Just a few quick comments here. First, to the parents and family members in the stands and beyond. While I'm completing just my first year here as part of the Helena team, I want to thank you for the honor that has been in sharing this opportunity to be part of your child's life. Helena High School, as I've learned, is unlike any high school in this state. The list of graduates and their accomplishments is simply incredible. There are Bengal alum across this state and across this nation doing incredible things, all for the benefits of others. As parents, you saw that same future for your child when you selected Helena High. And now, here they are, at the doorway of this world of possibility. Parents, family members, and loved ones, you have allowed us a place of partnership, and we are truly honored to have shared this chapter in your child's life. To our educators, to the support team and the administrators of Helena High, I saw a few of them over here, and they are scattered throughout the audience. I want to say thank you to each of you for accepting the calling not only to teach, but to educate the future of our community, our state, and our nation. As I mentioned, Helena High can boast of absolutely amazing historical outcomes, yet those accolades do not tell the full story of the Helena High educator efforts each day. Unless you are related to an educator in some regard, it is hard to fully understand the dedication, sacrifice, and incredible energy that goes into teaching every single day. Every night you carry these exact same students home with you in your brains. You worry about them, you care about them, and you consider everything within your power to help them meet their full potential. And while we do this work as educators for the benefit of our kids, they do have a way of tormenting us, don't they? They are so full of potential, and the time that we have with them is so short. Therefore, the sense of urgency is exceptionally high. As a parent and as a fellow educator, Helena High educators, I just want to say thank you. Job well done to you. Yes, please. Finally, to our graduating class of Bengals, there is no graduating class in this nation like you. You've taught me what it means to be a Bengal. And as I thought about you last night, I thought intellect, spirit, voice, and a collective pride. That's how I would describe what it means to be a Bengal. You lead, you question, you inspire, and truly, I believe that you are poised to collectively lead us as a community to new heights. But while this day is all about you, I have a challenge for you. Your principal just mentioned a bit of that. Don't let this hot sun over our shoulder set today without you thinking critically about everybody that helped pull, inspire, drag, whatever verb you want to use to get to this stage. Think about every person that got you here and make sure that you go see them, give them a hug, give them a firm handshake, and tell them thank you. I'm proud of you, Helena High Bengals, and I cannot wait to see what you do after this. On behalf of our entire school system and our community, congratulations. Thank you.
At this time, we will present the 2019 valedictorians and salutatorians presented by the Helena High School administration.
Our 2019 salutatorians are students with only one B after 7 semesters. Callie Aileen Anderson, daughter of Mary and John Anderson. Callie plans to attend Montana State University.
Riley Renee Holman. Riley is the daughter of Carrie and Russ Holman. She plans to attend Boise State University. Alexander Mack Johnson, son of Michelle and Mack Johnson. He plans to attend Montana State University. Janie Nicole Mays, daughter of Carrie and Tomas Mays. She plans to attend Montana Tech. Trevin Michael Maharg, son of Marla and Sean Maharg. He plans to attend Montana State University. Connor Michael Mergel. Connor is the son of Chrissy and Jason Mergel. He plans to attend the University of Providence.
Bryce Jeffrey Reeves, son of Frank and Domitilla Reeves. Bryce will be attending Montana State University. Treg Lee Woolstein, son of Michelle and David Woolstein. Treg will be attending Montana State University.
Now to introduce our 2019 valedictorians, students with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Aurora Rose Botine, daughter of Polly and Brett Botine. Aurora plans to attend Wellesley College. Aiden Gustav Bruce, son of Christine Holteen and Reed Bruce. Aiden plans to attend Montana State University.
Rachel Susanna Jakovac. Rachel is the daughter of Karen and Brett Jakovac. She plans to attend the University of Alabama. Grady Ivan Koenig. Grady is the son of Sandy and Brad Koenig. He plans to attend Montana Tech. Tyler J. McGurn. Tyler is the son of Jackie and Mark McGurn. He plans to attend Montana Tech. Are those two right? Grady and Tyler? Seriously, I know they're dads. Their mothers are lovely, but they're dads?
Morgan Elise Oy, daughter of Jill and Rick Oy. Morgan will be attending Montana State University. Nicole Margaret Price, daughter of Carol and Marshall Price. Nicole will be attending Montana Tech. Evan James Rankin, son of Monica and Gary Rankin. Evan will be attending Montana State University. Benjamin Joseph Reese Roncalli, son of Elvira Roncalli and John Reese. Benjamin will be attending Seattle University. James Randall Romney, son of Donna and Brett Romney. James will be completing a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, then will attend BYU, Idaho. Paul Kyle Shuley, son of Tracy and Walt Shuley. Paul will be attending Montana State University. Sonia Walden Sievertson, daughter of Molly and Eric Sievertson. Sonia will be planned to attend the University of Chicago. Elena Claire Skabisky, daughter of Debbie and Patrick Skabisky. Elena will be attending Washington State University. Kara Corinne Steve, daughter of Lana Luna and John and Julie Steve. Kara will be attending the University of Utah. Amelia Katana Stoner, daughter of Tracy and Jerry Stoner. Amelia will be attending Montana Tech.
At this time, will the senior choir students come forward? Molly. Steve. Wait.
Nobody knows how to say goodbye. Seems so easy till you try. And the moments pass you by. Nobody knows how to say goodbye. can. This is only where it began. Nobody knows how the story ends. Nobody knows how the story ends.
Thank you very much, Ms. Steele, senior choir students, and Quentin Gonzalez on the guitar. At this time, I would like to welcome up to the stage the class of 2019 valedictorians for the class reminiscence.
Our secrets to success. Secret to success, number 1, ambition. In elementary school, I was best friends with 2 amazing young women who are standing up here with me today, Aurora and Sonia. As they can attest, I have always had big dreams. Whether it was to be an author, an actress, or the president, I have always had high hopes. Specifically, I remember when I was in the 2nd grade, I was sitting in a circle in dance class where we were sharing what we wanted to be when we grew up. I quickly responded that I was going to ace high school, earn scholarships to college, then use my leftover money to buy a ticket to Hollywood to get famous. I could tell that the student leading the class was taken aback by my ambition. And although certain parts of my plan changed after I discovered I was an awful singer, my ambition stayed through all the years. I have been through so much with the class of 2019, whether it was a fire, the ACT, floods, a pack of silverfish, or lengthy AP tests. These students retained their ambition and kept their hopes high. When I look across this crowd, I don't see people with test scores or grades. I see future veterinarians, teachers, rocket scientists, and nurses. I see people with dreams, people that can accomplish those dreams. We grew up together. We learned fractions together while our minds wandered to thoughts of being astronauts. We recited states and capitals together while dreaming of governing those states. We dissected crawdads while imagining we were surgeons. Now we are moving on from the hallowed halls of Helena High, putting failed tests, long essays, bad grades, and some amazing memories behind us. And I have never seen a more impatient group of people anticipating their futures and itching to get on with their lives. So I'll leave you with this. Don't lose your excitement for the future. Don't give up your ambition. Don't ever let people tell you to set more realistic goals, because your goals show you what you are capable of. Keep dreaming, class of 2019.
Secret number 2, optimism. Coming to high school, for me, was one of the most challenging and terrifying things I have ever endured. I spent days and nights crying myself to exhaustion, constantly worrying about what's to come. Was I going to have friends? Was I going to be good at the things I wanted to do? And most importantly, was I going to be happy? Perhaps the only thing that overcame my dismay was my elation for the future. I knew deep inside that everything could only get better. The future held unlimited possibilities, and nothing could hold me back. Even though I had to let go of everything familiar and relinquish my comforts, I knew that I would gain more than I lost. I was right. There were times along the way when a consuming pit occupied my stomach. It was the feeling of losing a best friend or getting a bad grade on a test. It was the feeling of parting with a first love or failing at a favorite activity. The pit made me think I was a disappointment, that I was worthless. Even excitement for what was to come was no match for this void. The only way to overpower the abyss was to take a step back. What did I have in my life currently that brought me joy? When I looked hard enough, I saw. It was the dog that howled and barked with excitement whenever I got home. It was the late night hangouts at diners, sharing precious moments with goofy friends. It was the advice from parents, sometimes unwanted, that show how much they care. Sometimes it was moments that I got to do absolutely nothing for a whole night, whether the work was done or not. We can't take these small, seemingly insignificant moments in our life for granted, because in the end, it is all that will make us happy. Now, as we get ready to graduate, I see faces that are anxious for the future. I know how you feel, believe me. I feel once again like the scared 8th grader who worried about destiny. Now, our worries are real and concrete. We must be concerned about financial situations, living, and being successful. Sometimes a good dose of fear is healthy when dealing with change, but don't let it sully your journey. Don't let the fear consume your excitement. Even more importantly, don't let it oppress your appreciation for the present. Love what you have, be excited for what you will have, and be thankful for what you don't have.
Number 3, opportunity. As we are all here today to celebrate this class's graduation, I'd like to speak on the opportunities that we all have experienced and taken advantage of. These opportunities may lead you down paths you never imagined taking. First, I'd like to acknowledge the opportunity of a quality K-12 education that all of our graduating class has taken advantage of. From spelling tests in elementary school to 7th grade biology and AP classes in high school, we are all extremely lucky to have had these opportunities, and I am proud to say that we have all succeeded in seizing them. Secondly, I'd like to challenge all of my fellow classmates and all in attendance to remain open-minded. You truly never know when an opportunity may present itself, and it is imperative to be open to those opportunities. Throughout high school, we have been presented with endless opportunities to learn new things, be involved, and find a passion. Personally, when I was a sophomore, I was convinced that I would play baseball throughout high school. Unfortunately, I was cut from the baseball team that year. I thought that was the end of the world. About a week after, I was approached by Coach Arnson. He asked me to try throwing the javelin. Unbelievable to me, I found a passion in throwing the javelin. This was an opportunity that I stumbled upon, that I will never, ever regret. As we all progress through our daily life, we open and close doors of opportunity seemingly without knowing that we are doing so. Finally, I'd like to introduce you to the idea of the butterfly effect. The butterfly effect is the theory that something as little as a butterfly flapping its wings could cause a hurricane halfway across the world. It refers to the concept that small causes have large effects. In your daily life, I again urge all of you to stay open-minded, because you truly have no idea what decisions will open or close doors of great opportunity. Some of us have already found what we wish to do after high school. Others may be clueless. You could find your passion at any moment. It could be a week, a month, or even years in the future. When a door of opportunity opens itself to you, take it. Dive through that door. Don't let it close. We as humans have immense potential. Every single one of us does. All of our decisions can create or destroy opportunities. Class of 2019, I urge that you remain cognizant and open, and I pray that you take advantage of your opportunities and become successful.
Secret number 4, persistence. When I was a young girl, my parents were certain that I was going to grow up to become a hostage negotiator. This was due to my propensity to debate matters with them and demand that I get my way. It was their way of saying that I was stubborn, a trait that in itself is negative. However, this characteristic can become virtuous and positive. I consider stubbornness to be a precursor to persistence. Persistence is a form of stubbornness that is used to encourage progress rather than inhibit it. A wiser and more deforming form of stubbornness. With growth, maturity, and a great amount of parental guidance, I've developed my stubbornness into persistence. Persistence is not taking every no you hear as a final answer. I wouldn't be a violinist today had I not kept begging my parents to let me begin lessons when I was in 2nd grade. I'm so grateful they saw my persistence, the persistence from which my willingness and discipline to everything I do are derived. The persistence I display is representative of the class of 2019. They know what they want, and they don't stop until they get it. I tell you the truth, these slick new gowns we adorn ourselves in today are the fruits of our labor. We return to the tradition of one color, representing a unified class because we insisted on doing so. Persistence is not only the inability to take no for an answer, it is also the ability to not say yes to decisions that inhibit progress. The gift of persistence has allowed me to stand by my Christian faith and convictions and say no to things that would have negatively affected my future or brought about potential for trouble. Persistence helped me say no to things that would have been easy to say yes to. I hope I have made it clear that stubbornness, when coupled with wisdom and discernment, of course, and success are not mutually exclusive. Instead, they are counterparts to each other. Maybe one day I will become that hostage negotiator that my parents predicted, but I have other plans for now. May the class of 2019 continue to be persistent, aka maturely stubborn, about our goals and principles as we move forward in our lives.
Secret number 5, perseverance. In freshman and sophomore year, I was a spitfire in school. I took the hardest classes available and packed my schedule with swim practice and ballet, each multiple times per week. I had finally become the smart, strong, good kid that people always wanted me to be. But none of that mattered the day I discovered I didn't have the strength to get out of bed. It was only in my head, the exhaustion. That was the horrible thing. I didn't have mono or the flu or something I could more easily explain away. I just dreaded leaving my bed. My life, I thought, had no meaning, no impact on anybody else. I felt like a ghost living Helena's life, an imposter messing up everything she'd built. Sometimes life's struggle is the endless amount of work for a lofty and faraway goal, whether it's graduating high school or getting to a state tournament or state festival, whether it's passing that math class that took hours and hours of studying to understand, or finally closing the curtain on your last performance, whether it's the effort to look inward to discover yourself, or to come out like I did and change your life forever. Sometimes it's the mediation between people you love, or between tasks, or in how you use your time. It's choosing your family over yourself, or choosing yourself over your family for once. It's finishing an essay at 2 a.m. and going to sleep knowing that you did the right thing, that your life is intact for now. But sometimes the real struggle in your life is getting out of bed and telling yourself you're worthy. All the ambition and hard work in the world mean nothing without will, without perseverance. Waking up and breathing and standing and walking are the hardest things in this world. But then all that's left is living, and your life is worth it. So in case you need a reminding, here's a mantra. Wake up, breathe, stand, walk. Your life is all that's left, and you are worthy of living it. So fight for it. We started with ambition, took our opportunities, and never let them go. We persevered and had hope that the world we were creating would be amazing. Now it's our turn to do those things for the rest of our lives as we enter this brave new world and mold it for ourselves together. Great job.
Hello, I'm Rachel Jakovac. I am the student body president of Helena High, and it is my honor today to introduce our guest speaker. Terry Beaver spent 37 years as a teacher, 36 being at Helena High, teaching mainly Bio 2, but also as an instructor for an outdoor education program, environmental science, and other classes in the science field. Now he has been on the school board for 17 years. When I asked him why he chose to teach it at Helena High, he said he wanted to come home. I could immediately see how much love he has for Helena and his immense passion for teaching. It is truly amazing to see someone who has really found their purpose in life. And I can say that Terry Beaver is one of those people. He told me that the most important thing is the kids. It doesn't really matter what you teach. It matters who you teach. And on behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to present Terry with the gift.
No.
All right, now please give a warm welcome to Terry Beaver.
Thank you, Rachel. Welcome to the most honored people here. That is the distinguished parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends who have created this wonderful gathering of fantastic students before us. Welcome and congratulations to the Helena High School graduating class of 2019, whose class motto indicates that the best time for new beginnings is now. You're absolutely correct. Welcome to the real world. I retired when you were born. I don't think I could have handled another 18 years of it, but looking at this bunch, I would like to have. Looking at the audience in the stands, I recognize many more parents and grandparents that I taught and or coached. They are aging the same as I. Having been a teacher at Helena High School for 37 years and being invited back to give the commencement address just means that you have collectively made your final mistake as the class of 2019. All of my lesson plans are structured for a 52-minute class period. As a biology teacher, I'll give you your choice of lectures from 3 of my favorites. You can either choose morphological comparisons of reptilian and mammalian skulls, or you might select ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny, or maybe parthenogenesis in honeybees. All of the material will be on the test, and I do promise you a test. In February, I was asked if I would consider giving this address. I agreed, since it was 5 months away, and as with anything, it didn't seem compelling to worry about anything that far off. As time got closer, I kept asking myself why I made such a commitment. I began by asking myself about the commencement speaker in 1958, when I graduated from Helena High. I don't remember who it was, nor what he or she had to say. My only memory is that I was praying that they wouldn't hand out diplomas by class ranking. Thankfully, they did it alphabetically. That same process provides the same salvation for some of you today. When I began preparing this speech, I started listing all of the things I wanted to help you to get you off on your pathway to success. In honesty, 14 pages of material ensued. That didn't seem quite realistic for today, but then the light came on. If I wanted you to know all of these material, I should have continued to teach instead of retiring. When I left HHS, I knew Helena High would not survive without me. It took me less than a year to recognize that it would survive and actually flourish without me. The district has hired the finest staff who not only express the elite curricular expertise, but who have equal passion for teaching kids. Those two talents have made me realize that what I want to instill in you has been within the lesson plans of your teachers from grades 1 through 12. Your education has been a preparation for successful living in the real world. Whether you're going on to the world of work or going on to pursue higher education, you are prepared for the next step. The next step will be yours to choose because of your unique individual talents and desires. Your road to success, in which you ultimately select, is dependent on your grasping the opportunities that present themselves. Opportunities are more prevalent and more diverse today than at any time in history. They present themselves anywhere and at any time. Be ready, be prepared, and be assured that you can handle any opportunity that presents itself. Thomas Edison said that most people do not recognize opportunities because they are dressed in overalls and look like work. There is no worse feeling than to watch someone who is equally qualified accept the challenge of an opportunity and then say to yourself that you should have, could have, would have done a better job. But you didn't jump at the opportunity. That's the real world. Grasp those opportunities. It was not the one you were looking for, then look for the next one. Treat all opportunities with respect and take pride in your work. In this world of real-time electronic technology, your identification by fingerprint, DNA, facial recognition, iris recognition, multiple biometric identifications, and social media, your identity will follow you or precede every step of the way. Every task that you ever do is a self-portrait of you, the person you are. Autograph your work with excellence. It represents all you have done and all that you will do. It will increase your opportunities. Your individual success does not appear as a gift, nor is it easily acquired. It requires commitment, perseverance, and hard work. Vince Lombardi, a renowned coach of the Green Bay Packers, once said that the man on the top of the mountain didn't fall there. Be willing to work hard to get there. Be willing to leave your self-portrait on every step you take to get there. Be true to yourself and maintain your values. Winston Churchill, speaking on success, ended by saying that success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. As an old Bengal at 81, who graduated 61 years ago from the halls which were not yet hallowed, what advice can I share with you to make your pathway to success more palatable in this real world? Collaborating with a colleague of vintage, Ian Tang, and I have chosen a few attributes that will make your personal journey to success a smoother ride. I'll just list them. You'll have to chew on them, swallow them, and digest them at a later time. These are personal attributes that will help you through life. Number one, have a firm handshake. Number two, never give up on anybody. Next, be brave. Even if you're not, pretend to be. Nobody can tell the difference. Avoid sarcastic remarks. Choose your life's mate carefully. From this one decision will come 90% of your happiness or misery. Laugh now. Make it a habit to do nice things for people who will never find out. Never deprive someone of hope. It may be all they have. Give people a second chance, but not a third. Become the most positive and enthusiastic person you know. Be a good loser. Be a good winner. Think twice before burdening a friend with a secret. Don't burn bridges. You'll be surprised how many times you have to cross the same river. Never waste an opportunity to tell someone that you love them. Show respect for everyone who works for a living, regardless of how trivial their job. Send your loved one flowers. Think of a reason later. Become someone's hero. Remember that 80% of the success in any job is based on your ability to deal with people. This one's on the test. We'll repeat it. Remember that 80% of the success in any job is based on your ability to deal with people. And finally, don't expect life to be fair. It's not, but it's still magnificent. So go into the real world with enthusiasm, determination, and the attitude of knowing that as a 2019 graduate of Helena High School, you are ready to face the challenges of the real world. The real world will be your test. The test will be self-graded. Only you will know your grade. Best of luck, thank you, and go Bengals!
Thank you. Nicely done. Good job. All right. At this time, would the valedictorians and salutatorians come to the stage to present the reading of the class roll for 2019.
Paige Parsons Osved, magna cum laude. Peyton Ray Osved, magna cum laude. Matthew James Abbott. Robert Douglas Allen. Thomas Arthur Anders. Gavin Robert Anderson, cum laude. Greta Catherine Anderson. Preston Riley Anderson. Zachary London Anderson, magna cum laude. Audrey Irene Arnold, cum laude. Karina Louise Asher. Leah Carey Ashpole. Marcelin K. Atwood, cum laude.
Caleb Quinn Bailey. Layla Amber Balserzak. Jasmine Nicole Barsenis. Rudy Busby Barkley. Ryan Adam Barrett. Seth Martin Barrett. Edwards Ryan Battershell Corson. Madison Marie Beeson. Logan John Beatty. Colin Robert Beatty, magna cum laude. Aurelia Goodhope Beaumont. Cole James Beck Garcia. Claire Marie Benedetti, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Louise Bennett, magna cum laude.
Chloe Ann Benton, cum laude. Mishwa Dermander Bavsar, magna cum laude. Matthew Joseph Bianchini. Cooper Daniel Beegler. Zachary Michael Bigelow. Caleb Alexander Bimfit, magna cum laude. Jenna Michelle Bingham, magna cum laude. Tyson Daniel Bingham. Ashley Amber Bird. Darren Lee Black. Cullen Patrick Blaze. James Robert Blanchard.
Hunter Allen Brewer. Harley Elaine Renee Broadhurst. Isabella Catherine Brooke. Merritt Danielle Brown. Pierce Harrison Brown. Rebecca Elise Bryan, cum laude. Catherine Abigail Buchanan, magna cum laude. Cassandra Marie Burke, cum laude. Sage Morgan Bushila. Paige Renee Bushnell Ryan.
What's in your future?
Garrett Wayne Bywater, magna cum laude. Alexis Helen Cabezas, magna cum laude. Wesley Linford Caffrey. Hannah Joe Caldwell, magna cum laude.
Jacob Anthony Alberta. Eric Daniel Carlson, magna cum laude. Alexis Lauren Carson. Elizabeth Morgan Cartmill. Michaela Ray Cartmill. Ellie Nicole Catlow. Justin Daniel Cavazos. Mariella Sophia Certain. Grace Noel Citraro. Amanda Ray Shao Shen Christensen. Anastasia Amaya Christensen. Ryan William Clinch, magna cum laude.
Congrats, Mars.
Amanda Rose Collins. Chase Lee Collins. Riley Winter Coonan, magna cum laude.
Isabel Marie Cordell. Samuel James Coyle. Brianna Irene Crane, magna cum laude. Devin Joseph Crawford. Natalie Elizabeth Croston. Caden Timothy Crow. Cody Austin Crowley, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Cuddy, magna cum laude. Gracie Catherine Cumley, magna cum laude. Tanner Jacob Davis, cum laude. Yeah. Becky Lee DeMontney, magna cum laude. Ann Yifei Dodds, magna cum laude. Lee Nicole Driscoll. Christopher Nathaniel Thomas Duffy.
Madison Ann Dunlap, cum laude. Cole Robert Eli. Grace Marie Emmons. Jaron Michael Evans Cannon. Jordan Janelle Everett, magna cum laude. Jordan Ray Everson. Cole James Fainrich. Alexandra Rose Fosbender, magna cum laude. Sean James Wyatt Felter. Haley Madison Fife. Michael Lynn Fife, cum laude. Preston Thomas Fisher. Sarah Marie Fleury. Jaden Suzanne Fortune.
Nicole Angela Franjovic, cum laude. Jacob Jackson Tyler Franklin. Rory Gustav Gallagher. Solomon Robert Kaiser, magna cum laude. Michaela Marie Geisler. Kasia Michelle Gerhardt, magna cum laude. Jake Bradford Gestring. Miles Preston Gilbert. Sarah Isabel Gerard. Madison Marie Glass. Liam Everett Richard Gahn. Shay Patrick Goldsberry. Quentin Alejandro Gonzalez. Aiden Kathleen Gowan, cum laude.
Hallie Rebecca Grabentz, cum laude. Brady James Lewis Grigsby, cum laude. Holden Michael Grove. Michael Thomas Golden. Richard Raymond Gunter V. Maisie Ellen Halliday. Sierra Nicole Hamel.
Michael.
Melina Jean Hammer.
Congratulations, Michael.
Ellen Delia Hampton.
Wow.
Ella Gretchen Hardy.
Congratulations.
Tucker Michael Hauer. George Daniel Henkel. Isaac Solomon Henry, cum laude. Austin Marie Hernandez.
Colin Patrick Herges. Alexa Ray Hines. Jonathan Thomas Hinman. Casey Jane Holland, cum laude. Christiana May Holland. Haley Alyssa Holman, cum laude. Cody Lee Hoover. Keenan Gabriel Horn. Jacob Ward Howell. Michael Francis Howell. Trenton Michael Hughes. Taylor Ann Hewitt, cum laude. Caribia Lee Ivers. Tona Mackenzie Iwin.
Cade Martin Jacobs. Katie Elizabeth Janeskins, magna cum laude. Wyatt Mitchell Johnson, magna cum laude. Chloe Marie Johnston. Christian Walter Jones. Jack John Canta. Lorelei Lee Keith, magna cum laude. Autumn Shea Kelly. Daryl Leon Kelly.
Good luck, ma'am.
Hannah Elizabeth Kemper. Ariana Helene Kent. Alyssa K. King. Zachary Jacob Koenig. Kennedy Emma Marie Korth, cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Kratiger. Alexander Braden Krings. Michael Tyler Kravitsa. Kaylee Lou Kuntz. Charles Walter LaForge. Isaiah Paul LaForge. Grace Healy Lawler, magna cum laude. Taylor Christine Lawrence. Shelby Ann Lee. Braden Darius Leggett. Jade Ashley Leland, cum laude. Tanea Lynn Leland. Amber Brianne Lewis. Natalie Allison Leva.
Gracie Paige Livesay, magna cum laude. Alexandra Marie Lloyd. Annalise Marie Lloyd, cum laude. Jasmine Dion Lorenz. Anna Marie Lowe. Jamie Lane McDonald, magna cum laude. Jesse Philip Mace. Emily Justine Mays, cum laude. Katie Christine Mays, magna cum laude.
Good job, Jamie.
Jacob Daniel Manabuzen. Madeline Grace Marigard. Brandon Keith Marlowe. Michaela Jean Maslanka.
Elena Margaret Mason, cum laude. Brandon Allen Maxwell. Zoe Danger McBride, cum laude. Madison Nicole McGlynn. Skylar Wade McIntosh. Caitlin Eileen McKay, magna cum laude. Thomas Michael Melgren. Cassandra Lynn Michaels. Trinity Lexus Miller. Brandon Scott Millens.
Okay, keep up that smile.
Joshua Thomas Mills. Zane Paul Moe.
Got 2 graduations. That's good. Good job.
Eli Allen Moeller.
Jet Elwood Moody. Savannah Nicole Mook. Kynan Maitu Moon. Sean Stephen Moore. Aiden Michael Morris, cum laude. Sarah Rose Muller. Bailey Ellen Netchert, cum laude. Cole Gabrielle Newman.
Good job.
Blake William Nichols. Nicholas McKinley Nordhagen. Joel Leon Norum. Taylor Nicole Novak. John Anthony Orjahowski.
Welma Cassandra Mansfield. Jeremiah David Pache. Colton Levi Page. Braden J. Huff Pennington. Co Allen Phillips. Jamie Nicole Pickens, magna cum laude. Amelia Louisa Pizzini. Mackenzie Lynn Plummer. Grace Elizabeth Pamayevich. Ryan Wayne Pop. Dustin Thomas Powell. Cody Arthur Pratt. Carson Bradley Putnam, magna cum laude. Celia Maria Quintana, magna cum laude. Jonathan Thomas Quisenberry.
Celie Renee Raymond, cum laude. Reagan Marie Reed, cum laude. Frances May Redpath, cum laude. Kyle Jacob Redstar. Isaac Michael Reinstadler. Danon Richardson Dalton. Hunter Joseph Ricks. Ben Michael Roach. Marcus Christopher Roberts. Madison Joe Robertson, magna cum laude. Jorian Sky Robinson, magna cum laude. Dantes Joel Rodriguez. Zoe Lynn Rogers.
Matthew John Ramasco. Isaac Romero. Justice Allen Rose. Gwendolyn Page Roselle. Zane Forrest Roush. Matthew William Rude. Daniel Jerome Kwame Ruther Afor, magna cum laude. Jazz Rael Lee Russell. Nicholas Ryan Salveson, magna cum laude. Gabriel Emilio Salvidi. Holden Robert Sampson. Eder Sanchez. Wiley Tyrone Sergeant Squires.
Ryan Avery Andrew Satterfield. Celine Schaefer, cum laude. Maxwell Lee Schmidt. Zachary William Schreck, cum laude. Kaylor J. Shuley, magna cum laude. Kenzie Ann Schulte. Gregor William Schwend, cum laude. Courtney Madison Schwain, cum laude. Melina Ann Scott, magna cum laude. Jaden Daniel Scribner. Liberty Marie Siemens, cum laude. Bryson Richard Sedevy, cum laude.
Congratulations. I know, it's getting in the wind.
Mari Kiana Seitz, magna cum laude. Kobe James Senna, magna cum laude.
Audrey Lynn Senecal, magna cum laude. Marky Joe Sharkey, cum laude. Samuel Isaac Shepard. Brenda Joe Schultz. McAnna Grace Sinner. Sarah Jane Sizemore. Kendall Jean Skoog. Rhett Ansel Suter. Zachary Raymond Spiroff, magna cum laude. Dustin Daniel Staley. Madison Anne Marie Stewart. Nicole Isabel Stein, magna cum laude. Ellie Jane Stock, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Mackenzie Strong.
Jack Dempsey Strong. Reese Gabrielle Struble, cum laude. Katie Ray Surendonk, magna cum laude. Janelle Isabel Swanson, magna cum laude. Madeline Gray Taylor. Morgan Slider Taylor. Aaron Ray Terrio. Maria Grace Tennis. McCabe Matthew Thomas. Tristan Allen Thompson. Jake Samuel Thornock. Milagro Jane Nina Juanca Tocas, magna cum laude. Emily Louise Rose Tollickson. Kendall Grace Tretton, cum laude.
Darius William Trout. Torrin Arthur Trout. Alyssa Christine Tuck. Colton Robert Twardowski. Danielle Ray Olberg, magna cum laude. Trevin James Danny Van Dyke. Terea Lee Venner, magna cum laude. Ashley Karen Wade. Brenna Christine Walker, cum laude. Caleb Joseph Wallace. Kennedy Marie Walsh. Vanessa Lee Walsh, magna cum laude. Caitlin Anna White, cum laude. Rudolph Neil Whitney.
Cameron James Wilcox, magna cum laude. Jasmine Grace Wilkerson, magna cum laude. River June Wilkerson. Rayla
Williams, cum laude. Jacob Daniel Williamson. Hannah Lee Winters. Camille Mary Wood-Fukar, magna cum laude. Carson Philip Woodland, magna cum laude. Vaughn William Ruck. Justice Wade Rosinski. Rachel Ellen Zimmer.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Good job, buddy. Proud of you.
Nice
Good job. I'm going to give you a hug on all those headaches, right? Good job.
Congratulations. You get all the applause. That's the best part.
Yeah,
Soak it up. Steve made like $7 right there. Yep. You didn't say you should save those.
No, different one. Okay, so before we wrap up, I've been meaning to ask this the whole time, but who brings pom-poms to a graduation ceremony up there? Where are you guys going to be at tonight? Because I'm there. So at this point, graduates, please move your tassels from right to left. So because of the heat, we lost quite a few people, which puts a bigger burden on you guys, but this is the audience participation portion of our program. And a good friend of mine started this tradition a long time ago, and I've kept it through, and I think it's a great way to say our goodbyes to these great kids. So, graduates, will you please stand up, turn and face your parents. And please, join along with me if you recognize the words to this song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. By the power vested in me by the Helena School District Board of Trustees, I now pronounce you graduated.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about